And welcome to the 11th episode of Gifted Insights. As you know, a lot of you I see are have been attending our previous episodes also. So Gifted Insights is a series that we have been doing since last year as Belong, where we have been covering various investment related topics, specifically in and around Gift City. Of late, there have been a lot of developments in Gift City. As you would know, we went live with our first product, USD FD, a couple of months back, and now we have recently launched the Tata Mutual Fund, first retail fund from Gift City for NRI. So that NFO is also open on the Belong app for NRIs to invest in. Currently, as Belong, we are available only in UAE and Qatar. We are working on enabling other geographies soon as well. But yeah, today we have a very special guest here with us. We have here Mr. Abhinav Sharma, who is the head of international business at Tata AMC. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Belong, which is a savings and investment app for NRIs, and this is my second startup. Yeah, by education, I've been an engineer who happened to be in get in finance just out of pure interest. I'm also a SEBI registered investment advisor, but yeah, in this session, we will not be giving out any formal investment advice. We'll be just going over, the new mutual fund that has come in, and we'll take some, questions along the way. I'll just quickly, introduce Abhinav as well. Again, so as I said, he has been leading, Tata AMC's international business for more than a decade now, since 2013. Overall, he has 23 years of experience in the financial sector with close to 2 decades in asset management. And he not only looks at the Gift City business, that's pretty new. Overall, he has been heading the entire international business for Tata, which is, across Asia, Middle East, UK, Europe, LATAM, etc. Before that, he has worked with, almost all the leading financial names, HSBC, ICICI, BNP Paribas, etc. He holds PG degree in finance and insurance from Ford School of Management. From the team Belong, as well as everyone on the webinar, we would like to welcome you, Abhinav, to our Gifted Insights episode.
Done. Thank you so much, Ankur. So thank you so much for the kind introduction. But happy to take this as a very interactive session because gift is actually a gift for people to invest into India. It has the idea about gift was to reduce friction for the NRI community, and the regulator has done a lot to enable us to do that. Even as we speak, there are enablements happening which will further ease your transactions into gift. But we think that we've got a very nice product for all of you, and happy to take basic questions as well. As in, if somebody at the end of the call wants to know what is IFSC, what is gift, happy to explain, because we are very proud of this initiative which the government of India has done to create a foreign country within India, a free zone where you can launch foreign denominated products. So I will quickly take you through our presentation about why we've got this product and why does it make sense to invest into India. All of you are from India, so you know I will not try and sell India too much. I will try and give you more about a perspective about what are the benefits of looking for you to look at Gift City domicile products, and then why Tata Mutual Fund. So we are calling Gift the India's growth story, and it's Gift City, according to us, this IFSC is a gateway to India for all of you. And we've made a simple product, a tax efficient product for you with minimal friction, which you normally see even if you're investing into India from an offshore fund, which you would do, or through Indian mutual funds as well. And I'll tell you why as we go ahead. So, as I said, that all of you are from India, I do not have to talk too much about India. Uh, the number written on the slide is actually 6.2, but you would believe, being Indians, we know that there are agencies who are talking about a 6.5, 6.7 percent India's economy growth, which will lead us to become the third largest economy in the world. Um, Whether it's 6.2, whether it's 6.5, or whether we go up to 7.5, you cannot take away the fact that India is the fastest growing economy and will stay the fastest growing economy. Uh, we've always been a consumption driven story, but given the stable government initiatives, I think our manufacturing ecosystem is coming into place. The PLI scheme is helping. So just to give you two examples, semiconductor units which were never there in India, which we never thought will be in India, uh, uh, are getting what do I say? Are coming into play here. From a net importer of mobile phones, we have now started exporting. So from net imports of mobile phones, we've started exporting mobile phones. So these are couple of stories, but you would know many more. So so all of us are India experts, so I will not dwell too much about India, but the markets have done very well. Uh, Even if you take a USD, take the USD depreciation in play, Indian markets would have given double-digit returns in most times. Uh, be it very sharp Nifty 50 index, or even a wider Nifty 500 index, which our product will look to outperform. So Indian markets compared to global markets have always done well. Even if you take USD returns, it's done well. Market cap is amongst the one of the biggest now, and the strongest part about Indian markets, which you would have also heard, is that Indian markets now are not affected too much by FII flows. The domestic investors like you have given such a stable throughput in the market through SIPs, through lump sum investments, that now India's retail participation into markets is become so much that it gives a big cushion to FII flows and outflows. So if the markets do not decide the direction based on FII flows. So it's a very stable and strong economy that we are in now. Macros, infrastructure, even if you see UPI transactions, our GDP is growing. Foreign exchange reserves are one of the better in emerging markets for India. So all of this and more are the ecosystem has become very strong. Some of you would have recently relocated, some of you would have spent a long time overseas. I've myself spent time during COVID in London. But I can tell you, with every passing year, all thanks to the stable government that we have, we've progressed, which could be as basic as all national highways having toll now, electronic toll, to UPI payment where you can buy even a 5 rupees thing digitally, to making transactions in lakh. Ease of doing business in India is overall going up, and specifically in Gift City, which is a IFSC in India, has gone up. Roads are getting constructed. I'm sure when you're coming back to your towns, you will see infrastructure getting upgraded in every town. Bombay is dug up. People complain about it, but it's improving for the better. Airports are getting better. Mumbai is close to launching its Navi Mumbai airport, so people who now travel will have the will experience the Adani's Navi Mumbai airport, which is a world class airport. So so India is something which, again, I don't have to sell it to you, but there are all tick boxes which have happened, and hence you have to add or start allocating to India. So about Tata Asset Management, so when I was in London, the biggest question comes in that why should we trust you when we are investing in a fund? So I think we've demonstrated this over a period of 30 years. Um we have 60 lakh investors currently. We manage about upwards of 2 lakh crores, and we cover Indian investors through 100 branch networks. So this is the trust slide to demonstrate that people have trusted us. You can see that over the last 5 years specifically, we've grown very well. Our AUM has gone up 4 times from 50,000 crores to 2 lakh crores. Uh, Investors like you have trusted us, and hence you see our investor numbers also moving from 7 lakh to about 60 lakh crores and growing. One of the reasons and one of the strengths which will come into play in this product as well is that of this growth is that we've added products. So now uh, you would be aware that SEBI has categorized all kind of mutual fund products. So we have products in all categories, and we're adding more now in sectoral and thematic products. So our offerings have gone up from 32 to about 70 products, and we cover all asset classes, all themes which are allowed by SEBI, and we also get innovative products. To give you example, we were the first ones to launch a tourism fund in India. We have the largest digital product in India. Apart from regular products like a banking fund, energy resources fund, we also have a mid-cap healthcare product. Uh, so you name a theme, apart from a few, barring a few, we have all kind of products available. So here, just the explainer, a layman's exposure, explainer. IFSC is the full form is International Financial Service Center, where a location, a free zone, where you can have foreign currency denominated products. So you can open a bank account through Belong. You can make FDs, and FD rates are very good in Gift City. So that also you can do. And the fund ecosystem is going up. Why have we written a gateway for 35 million Indian diaspora? Because we understand that Indians understand India far better than a foreign client would. This is our government's initiative to make a domicile, make a country within a country, which is as good as a Dubai, as good as a Singapore, as good even as European countries. uh, Ease of business is a key priority here. So we have one regulator who manages everything. So one regulator called IFSC who manages Belong, one IFSC who manages Tata Asset Management and other managers, one entity who also manages banks. You have a lot of other businesses like insurance, reinsurance. So I'm sure Ankur was telling me that very soon they'll start offering you USD insurances which are based out of Gift City. So that is coming. So it's evolving and it is becoming best in world, and all thanks to these robust investor protection uh, rules, regulations which the unified regulator IFSC is getting in. You will have a lot of different kind of India-centric opportunities. So right now, what we will talk to you about is a equity product, but nobody stops me from getting you a fixed income product, maybe a fixed maturity plan also. So passive ETFs, everything will come. And hence I'm saying it's a deepening fund ecosystem. All AMCs are coming, they are getting different kind of products. And one of the most advantageous part about Gift City is that it will reduce your tax compliances related products, because they've given exemption on the fund level, and also in terms of compliances, what you have to do when you're in compared to you when you what you do with the Indian mutual fund. So this is the inbound product. I'm not talking about outbound, because outbound is for resident Indians. This is the inbound fund. By inbound, you will hear a lot inbound, outbound in your various interactions. Inbound is a product which is putting money into India, and outbound is for putting outside India. Inbound products are largely for NRIs and foreign citizens. Ankur and me, we cannot invest unless Ankur is a NRI, which I don't know. But resident Indians cannot invest in this product that we are going to talk to you about because this is investing in India. Uh, Coming to taxation, I think the largest advantage is that this is my product is a fund of fund investing into mutual funds. So it becomes simple. There is no underlying tax. Uh, so as I mentioned to you, when you look at India, when the NRI community looks at India, they can invest into India through two routes. They can invest, say, in a Mauritius, Dubai, Singapore, Luxembourg domiciled offshore equity fund, which is line number one, where there is a lot of capital gains on equity. So the fund trades or not doesn't trade, realized gains or unrealized gains. There is a notional capital gains which is put on the NAV. So the NAV that you see has already some bit of notional and actual capital gain booked in the NAV. The beautiful part and one of the reasons why we said we will launch a fund of fund is that it is very similar to Indian mutual fund. That at the fund level, because Indian mutual fund is also a trust and Gift City is also a trust. At the trust level, fund level, there is no capital gains. So I can move from one fund to another fund. I can be very agile. I can move tomorrow. I can move next week. Can move every day, from large cap to mid cap to small cap. There will be no taxation on the fund level. So fund level taxation efficiency is the first step. The second advantage is because this is a foreign location in a free zone, you do not have to give me DTA documents. First, you have to check whether your country and India has DTA agreements. Then you have to give, if yes, then in India mutual funds at the time of redemption, you have to give TRCs, 10F, all of that is not required. What you invest, what your market valuation is, when you redeem, you will get the same amount back. You are expected to file taxes in your country. So there is no paperwork, there is no refunds, there is no telling your CA in your home country saying that I paid this much amount in tax in India, so I should not pay tax here. This should be adjusted. So this is plain and simple. You invest in a USD product, you get daily NAVs in USD in my product, and when you redeem, you will get your money back in USD. So hence we said compared to a direct equity product which has a lot of taxation on the fund level, we will launch a fund of fund which does the same and maybe much better also. So introducing, very proud to introduce the fund. It's called the Tata India Dynamic Equity Fund. And I would like to underline, next time I will underline the dynamic because it is as dynamic as it could be. We are not saying that this fund is a fund which will run on any algo machine learning, or we will see past performance, because normally what we've seen is that quant sometimes work, sometimes don't. So this is a product for a client who can trust Tata to manage their money, their India part of allocation in their global portfolio. So it is an agile fund which will invest into multiple schemes of Tata Mutual Fund. We will decide based on our house view, on a house market outlook, how to allocate to and which theme, which market cap to allocate. So I'll move on to the biggest strength that we have. So uh, I mentioned to you that we increased our fund offerings from 32 to 70 now. In what has happened, which will help in the product, that on the left hand side is all equity funds, diversified sectoral, thematic, and market cap. The first and the last, diversified and market cap based, we call them the core category. So SEBI has categorized these two categories, diversified and market cap. We have products in all categories. So it is like a restaurant menu that when you go, a server will ask you what do you want. So if you want a large cap, we have a large cap. If you want a mid cap, we have a mid cap. We have a combination of large and mid. There is a category called flexi cap. There's a category of multi cap. We have all funds. We cannot launch anything in the core category now because we have products in all the category, including a dividend yield fund. So that is strength. The biggest strength comes in from the satellite portion of our portfolio, which we'll run, will comprise of sectoral and thematic products. That also we are very proud that we will have upwards of 20 sectoral plus thematic products. So as I was mentioning to you, uh, we initially had an infrastructure fund, then we added a digital banking, energy and resources, a pharma product. So we have sectoral products, and we have the largest book in terms of passives, thematic, and sectoral. So as I mentioned, we were the first ones to launch um, tourism fund. We have a capital markets fund. We have a mid cap healthcare product. We have plain and vanilla Sensex and Nifty index funds. We also have a momentum product, a mid cap momentum product. So when we are, the advantage is in a fund to fund, I can be very agile. And I can allocate to anything which is available with me, and I can also do gold silver in this product. So moving on to the product, how I will invest and where I will invest. So I will invest in Tata Mutual Fund. I will invest. Your minimum ticket size here is $500. I think we've got a lot of appreciation here from the overall community, because till us everything was $150,000. Actually, I don't know whether I can call it or not. I don't want copyright issues, but I think we've created the geo moment in the industry where people will be now forced to get products at this price, at this entry point, because till now gift started getting there was a myth in the market saying gift is a HNI product. Only if I have $150,000 to invest, I will then invest. So Tata wanted to launch a very accessible product, which is which which can target a client from his entire journey, his entire work life cycle. So if you're starting to work, you can put in a minimum $500 and do your savings and invest into India. Uh, $500 is minimum. We can take anything. There's no maximum limit on it. Now, coming back to how we'll allocate, so as I mentioned, it's a Tata Market Outlook product. It can go up to main SEBI categories up to 100%. So your large cap, mid cap, small cap, flexi cap, multi caps funds, dividend yield fund, we can go up to 100. And satellite, which also we have the largest bouquet of products, sectoral and thematic products, we can go up to 50. We've added international ETFs also, but we don't intend to use them now. So although these are ranges of going up to 100 in core, 30% in satellite, uh, we will try and maintain a 70-30 balanced portfolio, so that we can manage risk also for you. We don't want to take an unnecessary risk and go into one particular sector, one particular theme, or one particular market cap. So you will never see this fund as a standalone. I put 100% in my small cap fund. We will have a very balanced 70-30 approach. We also have enabled it to invest into our arbitrage fund and a gold fund. So times when we want to take a pause and decide where to go, we will put some money in arbitrage and gold fund, or the gold and silver ETFs as well, but largely a Indian equity portfolio. The sectoral and thematic part are basically tactical calls. If we think that GST 2.0 will help consumption companies, we have a consumption fund. If we think that the Indian ecosystem on healthcare is our outlook on the Indian healthcare system is very positive, then we can put money in the mid cap healthcare product. If we think that the markets have corrected, we can put money in a mid cap momentum product, so that we can say ride out the next 3-6 months from this satellite portfolio allocation. So simple product. Coming back, with very efficient tax efficiency compared to your global offshore funds or your even your Indian mutual funds at a very entry point which is nominal. I think $500 less than five. Some people have come back saying $500 is too low. But again, as I mentioned, we wanted a client to come in at any stage of his career. Even if he is a billionaire, he can come into the product, and even if somebody is starting a job, he can come in the product. So it is a open for all product. Uh, yeah. So these are the fund details. I will tell you a couple of things about the regulator and the retail fund categories as we go along. So our benchmark, because this is a go anywhere fund, we will go across market cap, across themes. We have a very wide benchmark in Nifty 500. The base currency is USD. The minimum ticket size is USD 500, which is the industry first. And I personally think, my personal view, that we've disrupted the market right now, and because of us now you will start getting these kind of entry points in other funds as well. But the Tata advantage, as I mentioned, we have the largest bouquet of funds, and Tata is trusted across the globe by NRI investors. Uh, People know the brand, so I think we will always have that advantage. One of the industry first in terms of investor transparency is that we've capped maximum expenses. So like in India, we've said that the fund of fund can have a lot of hidden charges. You can say I have underlying funds wherein I will charge as per actuals. You only disclose your gift city fund level expense, and then you add operating expenses as per actuals. So it happens sometimes in offshore funds that you read a 2% number on the fact sheet and you're actually paying about 3.5. So we said the regulator told us that why don't, in the interest of the investor, for investor transparency, why don't you have one number which you cannot exceed? You can go down, you can go below, but even if your cost cross that number, you'll have to pay out of your pocket. We understood that in our product there is a issue of USD INR depreciation. So we said yes, we have to give a cap number to the clients, because if we are not transparent and start charging 4%, 5% with exit loads, with upfront brokerages, it does not make sense to invest into India. So we are industry first. There is nobody who's capped market expense ratios on market share on funds. This is the first fund, be it non-retail or retail category, that we've done. The other thing to give you comfort is that the regulator is very particular about retail funds. So there will be about, I can't even count, I think non-retail funds are approved in 5 days time. All the funds in the ecosystem barring three are in the non-retail category, because the regulator looks lightly at the filings in case they approve. So, for example, if I had to launch a non-retail fund, the regulator takes 5 days to review, and they will see overall that whether whatever is required, we put it in the offer document. In a retail, they take 60 days. So they are very particular that they will ensure that whatever I write, I execute, and whatever they want, I have written in my offer document. Also, because this is a retail fund, you will find the onboarding experience, the application form very simple compared to a non-retail fund. So hence as a summation, I think what we wanted to do was get a very accessible product, open to somebody who's starting a career, somebody who's closer to somebody who's close to retirement, at a starting entry point which is very nominal, with maxed out expense ratio, no entry load, no exit load, so that you have flexibility to decide when you allocate and when you redeem it. This is a daily NAV product. You will have to make a USD investment. You will get daily NAVs. and you can redeem any day and you will get a USD exit NAV. So that's that. I think Ankur was telling me that most of you are based in the Gulf, in Middle East. So there's no problem. We are not taking money to start with from USA and Canada and gray and blacklisted FATF countries. Uh, we can take NRIs, foreign investors, individuals, non-individuals. I think here, just stopping here, I think you will have second, third generation in your families who do not want to save tax, who do not want to file taxes in India. They don't have PAN cards. They now have a gateway to invest into India with no such mandatory requirements of bank accounts and PAN cards and everything. So your second and third generation are welcome to invest along with you. Thank you. I am open to questions now on Gift City, anything.
Thanks, Abhinav. Thanks for taking us through the vision of Tata AMC in Gift, and also explaining how the fund is going to work, and also giving us the rationale behind some of the decisions that you have taken. That really helps to understand where this is going, and we can see that Tata is really bringing in a disruption, as you said. For those who are new, and maybe even for repeat audience, some updates from us, that yeah, we have added to our product suite, in addition to the USD fixed deposit. Now we have the first retail mutual fund for NRIs, that is the Tata India Dynamic Equity Fund, live on Belong app. You can, right now it's in the NFO period, so you can apply and be one of the first investors to get this. And yeah, as we add more products, we'll keep you updated as we add more geographies. So just a couple of days back, we were able to unlock Qatar as well as a geography, and yeah, we are working hard at it. And in case you guys have any ideas for us on how we can partner in your particular jurisdiction to unlock doorstep KYC, do let us know. There is a Belong community. You can go to the website getbelong.com and add yourself to the community, where we put out all this information first. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks a lot, Abhinav, for taking out time. I know this is a busy period since the NFO just launched, but thanks a lot for explaining everything so in such simple terms, and giving us the idea behind the entire fund strategy and the price point, etc. And thanks a lot, and we wish the NFO a huge success. The first of many, and we are excited to be the first digital launch partner, and happy to contribute to this success story.
No, no, thank you so much, Ankur. And once again, thank you to all the participants to joining on a Friday lunchtime with us. I hope we added some value for us. And please reach out to Belong for any investments into the Tata Fund.